Hello, this is Tanya. I thought I'd make a quick video. I came home the other day and my neighbor, whom I rarely talk to, her children are the same age as two of my kids, so they kind of play with each other. But when I came home, she let me know that my manager had, every time I leave, she says that my manager goes in and out of my place. And she said she's seen him go in and out at least 3 times. Now, I had hunches that he was already going in and out of my place. I mean, you could tell that someone has been going in and out of my place. So, she told me if I ever need her to like write anything, she would. But why I wanted to record today and talk
No, that's my fun right there. You need somebody else.
was because I just left the Dollar Tree store, and it was very disturbing because it was 2 young guys. In my targeting, like I said, I'm in Reno, Nevada, and Reno is supposed to stand for run every nigger out. That's what they say repeatedly. And I'm of black race and I have mixed children. So it's like a lot of bikers and hardcore dudes with all kind of ugly tattoos that kind of follow me in my targeting, and drug addicts and all that kind of stuff. But so I was in the dollar store, and I didn't have my phone with me. It was in the car. I'm in the dollar store, and there's 2 younger white guys. Well, one Hispanic, one white guy. And they have like tattoos of like crosses on their face and stars and all this other stuff. So the one guy was just like staring at me really hard. The Hispanic younger guy was just staring at me hecka hard. So we gave each other like long-term eye contact. And so he walked up to the younger, taller white guy and was like, he wanted to say something to him, but the white guy kind of like nudged him off, like, you know, whatever. I don't know what these folks are plotting. But being a target is very intense. You know, a couple weeks ago, I have it recorded on my daughter's phone, but I don't know if I was actually recording the people. But like I said, I had got a bad feeling at my house at like 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. I gathered my kids. My car wasn't running, so I gathered my kids and we walked to the 7-Eleven down the street. And you know, while we were walking, I had one of them grab the phone and record. But you know, there were cars passing by with no lights on and one light. And so when I got into the 7-Eleven store right here on Wells in Reno, Nevada, this is October, so I mean, this is September, so it was, I mean, this is October, so it could have been September, sometime in September. Anyways, so as we were walking, and you could just, when we got into the 7-Eleven, it was like nothing but like about, I want to say, anywhere from like 5 to 9 people at 4 something in the morning. And they were arriving as I was getting there, because there was nobody in the store. It was like one man playing a machine at the store and 2 workers, kind of guy in his 30s, white guy in his 30s that was very nervous acting, and then a white girl. And you could tell like he was recording or doing something. As soon as I came in, he started to record something behind the cash register, like a device, and he like looked at her and gave her like some weird eye or whatever. And so as my kids were getting Slurpees or whatever out of the store, because I didn't have a charger, so I brought one of their chargers at 7-Eleven, and then I asked him to call a cab for me. But while I was sitting there and the people were coming people were coming inside of the store, you could just tell the feeling of just racism. You could tell the feeling of me being a target. You could tell how they were gathered, and you could tell and feel the evilness that was amongst me in the 7-Eleven store. So just now going to the Dollar Tree, you could just feel the evilness that was coming from the two guys, and especially the Hispanic younger guy. I guess, you know, him giving me the eye contact, him looking at the white guy trying to see, you know, and the white guy like not giving me no eye contact at all, trying to like nudge him back, like, you know, calm down or cut it out, you know. I don't know, but my faith is in God's hands, in Jesus Christ's hands, and in the Holy Spirit, you know. So, you know, I don't know what the future holds. All I know is that my manager's been illegally coming into my home. I do owe him 1 month rent, so I'm late on this month's rent. I finally paid last month. I'm late on this month's rent. You could tell that the man is very racist, and you could tell a lot from him. So I know that they're probably recording me in my home, or, you know, and I have a gun in my home. So by me being a gun owner and having a gun in my home, you know, and I don't really trust anyone else to give my gun to, it's kind of a big deal, because I don't know what his intentions are by him constantly coming into my home. I don't have a lot of money. I've been trying to record him as much as I can with, you know, little cell phones, but you know, so I don't know what his intentions are. There's a lot of things that's wrong with the apartment that he has not fixed. You know, I know you don't like me. I know you've been coming in my home. You know I know you've been coming in my home. It seems like you would have been gave me like a notice or something to vacate. You could just feel it in the air that something is going on. And I know that God has angels around me, surrounded by me and my children. And you know, you're supposed to walk by faith and not by what you see. But I would be lying to you sometimes if I didn't tell you that. But by what you see sometimes can startle you. So that's kind of where I'm at. And, you know, there's nothing really holding me here in the state of Nevada, but I guess the financial part of it would be. I definitely need to take my kids and leave. Like, this definitely is not a good feeling or the place for me to be, especially when a landlord or a place you live at has that much control. And I could just tell by the feeling that I get and the knowledge that I have. It is a lot of old, and the state of Nevada has a lot of old racist people. It's just a lot of evil. The evil has shown its face, its true colors, and it's all intertwined together. You know, like I said, sending my kids to school, I don't trust it. If you go back and look at my old videos, my youngest daughter's dad, come to find out, he's part of Hell's Angels, and his mother is some type of witch lady from Panama, from Panamanian. And when I look at all this stuff and I really evaluate it, it is a lot of witchcraft involved in this whole situation, because nothing is coincidence, nothing is accidental. Like, you could be thinking of something or say something, and then the next second it'll show or pop up. You know, I don't know what his position is in his group or whatever, but I know that I have been really targeted by a lot of racist people. So not only is it witchcraft, but it's a lot of racism involved in my targeting. Black people are also involved, so I'm not gonna lie and say there's no black people or different nationalities that are targeting me. Yeah, but I mean, if you have evil and devil in common, then it really doesn't matter of your race. So yeah, like I said, even sending my children to school, I don't know what they're exactly teaching my children. I know this thing is huge and it's big. It's really huge and it's big. I'm just asking for prayers for me and my children. And, you know, financially, I need to get us out of here. You know, most targeted individuals, it's hard to keep a job and to work because you get harassed on that job constantly. So I've stopped working. I've been trying to wait for a little side job or any kind of job to come in so I can kind of save so then I can leave. But you know how that goes. You know, you get harassed when you work. They stalk you at the job. They say things. It's a lot. And I'm not sure where the next safest town to go to or where the next safest place to go to. I know when my targeting first started and I had a little bit of income and I had a little bit of money, it was easy for me to grab my children and just leave and go from state to state. And you know, when I was first being targeted and I went to California, then I left California, then I went to Tulsa, Oklahoma, the targeting definitely follows you. But I had a little bit of money, and it was still very scary because I didn't know what was going on. But now that I've been being targeted for so long, it's not as scary. I think that is just, I don't want to say fear-based or scared, but it's just the targeting is way more intense than it has been. And I've been noticed that I've been targeted since 2013. But if I look back over my life, it's probably been my whole life. But for some reason, it's just been getting stronger and stronger. And I do not trust these people whatsoever.